a coffee cup reading today. I did take a while to get my cup organized for you, just letting it dry at the moment. There's not a lot of stuff in the cup, but there will be some images in there. So we'll do a full moon coffee cup. I'm waiting for it to dry. And I'm going to be doing your super chats as well as anything else that pops up, your super chats and any questions you might have. Thank you so much everyone for the birthday wishes. I truly appreciate it. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to all the Cancerians. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday everybody. Yeah, in Cancerian energy, it's a full moon energy. I'm just waiting for this full moon to kind of relax and pass a little bit before I start on the candles for the people that have purchased the candles. I've got Mystique and also Venusian have purchased the candles. So all the candles for the moment have gone. But if anyone does want a candle, just put a request in and I'll get a special candle for you from somewhere. I'll find a nice one. Yeah, a good one. Yeah, if anyone does want a candle moving forward. Or I'll get some more candles later and I'll show you what I've got. Hi everyone, welcome, welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks everyone for joining. I truly appreciate it. Thanks for the likes on arrival. And hope everyone's doing okay. Hi Tammy, how are you, my dear? Welcome. Yeah. So if anyone does want to donate offline, they can do so on my website, amiracelon.com, on the donation page with Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal, or here live on the platform. Yeah. All right. How is everyone? What's going on? What's happening? Has anyone had anything wild happen to them on this full moon? It's been a bit of a heavy one, I must say. Full moon in Capricorn can be slightly heavy. It can be also, you know, the ending of a big cycle of something. I might do some lucky charms. Yeah, I might do some lucky charms for the collective. And just see what comes up. I'll do lucky charms. We'll pick lucky charms for the full moon in Capricorn. Lucky charms. Oh, don't have any letters. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we've got the owl here. Somebody's studying. There's money coming in. There's news from spirit. Spirit messages through feathers, through news, through meditation, through dreams. There's also some transformation going on here. There's a new love interest. Some of you might dream about a new love energy before the love energy actually comes in. Yeah, before they actually come in. Wings of change, winds of change, and wings of change. Some of you will be traveling or taking a plane somewhere or flying somewhere. Moving closer to an airport is also coming up as well. We have the initials W, Y, H, L, and C. So I've got Connecticut, I've got Wisconsin, Wyoming, Honolulu. I've got the name Clover. It could be a second name or a third name. Charlie, Larry, Wendy, Winnipeg. I said Wisconsin, didn't I? California. I'm getting San Diego as well. Harry. I've got Harry, Charlie, Wendy, Larry. The colour yellow. Some of you might be getting more into the colour yellow, wearing more yellow. Lucky. Some of you are going to become a lot more lucky moving forward in this period. I do feel like you're going to be guided. So it's going to be a situation here of really tuning into your guides, tuning into your inner self, your messages from spirit. There is some nice money coming in as well. You might get a lump sum of money or some money coming out of the blue or when you least expect it. some wisdom here too, or graduation, getting some sort of graduation or certificate. I'm seeing it's in the mail. Yeah, it's in the mail. Yep, it is in the mail, everybody. It is in the mail. Okay. And thank you for the super chat, Tammy. Truly appreciate it. That's about all I'm getting with this particular lucky charm for today. I'm going to do the coffee cup in a bit once it's dry. And I'll do your super chats as they come in as well. Super chats are prioritized, so I'm going to do the super chats. I'll just check if I've got any pre-orders. I don't know if I have, but I think I might have one. Let's do Tammy while Tammy's in. How are you, Tammy? You had lunch with Dan and he offered me a room in his home when school begins. The floods destroyed a bridge. Oh dear. That's a lot, isn't it? What is Dan thinking and feeling about you? Okay. Let's have a look at Dan. I feel like he really treasures your friendship. I feel like he really values your friendship and he really values your insights and your company. I'm seeing that steakhouse again. I'm also getting the words Texas Roadhouse, Texas Steakhouse, and I'm also being shown that particular steakhouse that was opened by, or was owned, I don't know if it's still owned by the actress in Austin, the Texan actress that I mentioned before, Miss, what's her name? What is Texas Roadhouse? Oh, he loves Texas Roadhouse. What is it? Is it like a chain? Yes, I feel like you're going to be going out more. You're going to be socializing more. Yeah, Sandra Bullock. Yeah, you're going to be socializing more. Does she still own that particular steakhouse? Yeah, I feel like you're going to be mixing and mingling with a lot more people. I'm also getting the word professor, so I don't know if he's a professor as well, or you're going to meet a professor, another professor. I know that Jim's a professor, but it's a chain. Okay. I'm also getting the words railroad, something to do with a railroad. I don't know if you've got somebody in spirit who worked on the railroad or in the railway industry or on the rail lines. Could be going back in history, or he does. Could be picking up something around him. Hi Michi, how are you, my dear? Welcome. I'm also getting the name Jeffrey and a G sounding initial, like a G. Jeffrey with a G. I don't know if he's religious or he's become more religious or he goes to church, but he might have some church friends or neighbors that might invite you to a church reunion, recital. He might even take you to a high school reunion or some sort of a reunion of some description. What else are we getting with Dan? Dan the man. He's very happy within himself. He's very kind of, you know, he's in a good place in his life. I feel like he's really happy with himself. I don't know if he's got any children or dogs or anything, or he has had in the past. But he has no regrets with his choices that he's made in his life. I feel like he's done things very methodically. How does he feel about you? He likes your company. He could possibly see something growing between you and him. Your wishes are coming true for whatever reason with him. Maybe he's not sure, you know, he hasn't been, you know, maybe there isn't like, there wasn't chemistry between the two of you before or something like that, or maybe you weren't attracted to him or vice versa. Maybe there wasn't like a connection in that sense in the past, but it could be something that blossoms, I don't know. But he might have been holding back because of your current status. So there could be some confusion around it. Yeah, there's definitely money-making ideas with him, for sure, moving forward. I don't know if he's dating somebody else, but we've got celebration here or a third party. I feel like he's in, yeah, he's happy to have you there. Oh, he was hung up on his ex-wife. Okay, well, I think he's over that now. I think he's over that. Yeah, I think he's in a better place. I think he's in a much better place than he was. Hopefully he's in a better place. Do you think he's mentally moved on? Good. He's thinking about the future. He's thinking about investments. He's also thinking about what you can do together as well. He's very good. He's got a very good business mind. So with his business mind and your financial mind, your mathematical mind, I feel like you could actually do something quite good together. So he's hung up on his ex-wife. I feel like you're going to have fun. Yeah, I do see rodeos as well. And I'm seeing beer in a can. So I don't know what that's about. Don't know if he's worked something to do with advertising. Somebody around you with advertising. That could be somebody else or it could be him. Something to do with advertising industry, packaging and advertising. Yeah, I feel like he's released himself from this ex-wife of his. He's kind of come to terms with it. I feel also that she was limited mentally for him, like she wasn't a mental or an emotional kind of match with him. There was something that wasn't quite right with her, and I think he's realized that now. Yeah, I think he's realized that now. Yeah, but I think it's going to be a beneficial situation with him. Definitely beneficial. So whatever you need to do, with your current property to get it ready for when you move in, you move up there, I think you'll be fine. I think you can actually do really well. So just have the courage to take a chance. You're alike in many ways, yeah. Just have the courage to kind of move forward and take a chance, Tammy, because I feel like a change is good for you right now. And you've been wanting a change, but it's just been like, if you try to do all the changes at once, like job, house, city, it can often be a bit too much. But this is just one change, which is good, which is just house, and you already kind of know the city anyway. Welcome, welcome. Has anyone else been feeling super tired, says Glenifa. Hi, Glenifa, how are you? Thank you for the 15. And the 15 as well. Thank you so much. I know some people have been feeling super tired because of the full moon in Capricorn. Yeah, it should pass. Oh, all your ancestors worked on the railroad, Tammy. There you go. So they're around you. I always pick up on people from the other side with you. Yeah, he's very smart. That's really good. Yeah, this full moon thing, it'll pass. It'll pass. It's still in Capricorn right now, but it will pass. Okay, Glenife. Hola, amor. So your friend ended your friendship because I said no to her once, and I needed some me time, but I think it's a blessing in disguise. Can you tell me her intentions on her energies? Yeah, I feel like she was a bit of an emotional vampire, and I think if people don't respect your boundaries or they're just difficult to deal with, then they're not really true friends. I feel like if they have these strong reactions and they can't talk through things, then they're not really a true friend. Yeah. What are her intentions towards you? Yeah, I feel like she's kind of licking her wounds. I think she's taken it all a bit too personally. I feel like she's kind of gone off, you know, she kind of feels offended for some reason, but I don't think it is really your problem at the end of the day. Yeah, I don't think it's your problem. I feel like she might try to reach out. She might try to reach out. She might, yeah, she could be overreacting, offended, but if you have to walk on eggshells around people, then they're not really good friends, are they? If you can't say what you feel like you need to say to them. I feel like she might try to come back with some sort of apology. Yeah. She might have some sort of mental health issues that she might reveal to you. And yeah, I feel like she's going to come back with some sort of an apology. But I also feel like you're going to move on. I feel like you're going to move on. I feel like you're going to do something different, and it's almost like you don't trust her really anymore. You could be moving forward into a different realm, a different direction, different situation. It's almost like you don't trust her really anymore. You're a bit confused about the situation. She might be trying to tie up your time and energy as well. And it might be just a bit too much. Yeah. And it looks like there's a new friend coming in, new beginnings and new situations and new friendships coming up. Could be a fire sign, somebody fun, and I'm getting the word magical. They could be into magic. Somebody fun, and they could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. So that could be good for you. Second question, no vacations that I plan are working out. Will I go on vacation this summer and a love reading? Okay. I might get a last minute vacation. What sort of vacations have you been trying to do? I know that there's going to be some last minute deal. I'm getting last minute deals. It could be a last minute cruise, a last minute deal of some description, boot camp, workout or retreat. Okay. Okay, I'm picking up like a quiet island like Bimini, or could be south of Texas somewhere, or it could be, I'm not sure exactly where you are, but it looks like a quiet island. I'm also picking up Cozumel in Mexico. You might go to a retreat in Tulum or Mexico somewhere. Yeah, I feel like there could be some last minute deals. The retreats may not be as affordable as you'd like. I know they do some retreats sometimes in Bimini with swimming with the dolphins or diving with the dolphins. Or you think she might be bipolar. Yeah, we're moving on, Glenetha. Let's have a look. Any love and Bimini. Bimini is in the Bahamas. It's just off the coast of Miami, off the coast of Florida. People either go there on a boat. It's a small island. It's Bimini. It's really nice. I've been there. It's really, really nice. I do know that that people do retreats there. All sorts of people, like spiritual people, etc. They do retreats there. You can either fly in or you can cruise in. You can get a boat there. There's a ferry that goes there from Miami. Okay. But you might get some sort of last minute deal. Whereabouts are you? Are you in Arizona or somewhere like that? Okay, you've got a dark male here, dark hair, dark eyes, not necessarily dark skin. So you could meet this person. It could be that you're not meant to go on, you're in Colorado. It could be that you're not quite meant to go on a vacation because you're going to meet this guy. Courting man about town. So it could be a good indication for you to maybe do more dating than have like new friendships. Maybe join some groups or something like that. How are you going to meet this person? I'm getting potentially a C or a K, like Cristiano, name. How are you going to meet this person? It's got more things about dating than travel. I don't know if you're going to maybe travel later in the year or something, or are you just tired of the meetup groups? Maybe something different. Maybe something more, yeah. Could be through true love, friendship, through career. So you might go on some sort of a, you know, it could be something to do with a boot camp. You might end up doing a boot camp. It could be through that, networking, through the career. I don't know if you can go on some sort of conference or seminar for your career. Yeah, I'm just seeing you turning a key in a different direction. So maybe there's a reason why you're not meant to be going somewhere. It could be a hurricane. It could be, you know, you're meant to meet this guy. Yeah, I think a boot camp could be good. You might meet this person at the boot camp. And if you get sick of meetup groups, I mean, there's Facebook groups. There's also internations.org, which is more international people, especially if you're in a bigger city in Colorado. But I know what you mean. Sometimes the meetup groups are good and sometimes they're not. You're very specific about what you want now. So I do feel like this relationship could actually lead to something serious. It could be a hidden gem, somebody very good in the sense of like you didn't expect to meet somebody of that description. And I do feel like you're going to meet them in Colorado. So I would keep on looking for something to do there if the weather's okay. Will he be handsome? I feel like he will be. He could be into fitness as well. Yeah. It might be a good idea not to do anything until this full moon finishes. Maybe in a week or 2 weeks, you might find the right thing. Hi, it don't make sense. How are you? Is that Amy? Okay. Boot camp or retreat? No. You might go somewhere nice in Colorado, even to a lake or a mountain or something. Welcome. Hi, Cicely. How are you? Okay. My baby father, Sumi, wants to marry you. Oh, gosh. Will I be happy if that marriage currently in your country? He's okay, but my travel between... He's okay about your travel between your country and the US in case we get married. Wow. Okay. So he's met your son. Well, I'm glad that you went back. to have a visit. Oh, your son's there, isn't he? You're going to leave your son there. Yeah. What is he offering, though? If you're going to get married, what is he offering? Do you want to go backwards and forwards? Hi, Mystique. How are you? I've got your candles lined up, ready to go. I'm going to do the candles when this full moon sort of like gets a little bit weaker. Yeah. When the energy's right. Six months, okay, Sicily. Well, that's nice. He must be very very happy to have a son. So he's still married to the other wife. What is he going to offer you? Is he going to offer you a house? He's going to buy you a house in America? Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. I kind of feel like, even though he's saying that he's okay with you going backwards and forwards, I kind of feel like he's going to want you there. That's what I feel. He's going to want you there. You're looking at your options and choices. He could be a good father. Could be a good father. And he's definitely the king of rods. He's definitely the king. He's willing to negotiate with you for some reason. He does want other children as well. He wants to get you pregnant. You could already be pregnant now or soon. Yeah, he wants to be the boss. He's the emperor. He's the boss. He sees you as being of value to him in some way. The star. I feel like you could have another child. It could be a girl. It could be a girl. You're indecisive about it. You haven't decided yet which way you want to go. I think you need some time and space to think about it, or you need to spend more time with him to understand the situation. Has his first wife given the okay? He might be offering you the world, like he's offering you a lot, but you have to see it for real. He will allow you to travel, yes. But I kind of feel like you're going to miss your son, or you're going to miss your family or something. You're going to want to spend more time with your son, your family. It could be also coming from you as well. He's going to give you a house in your country. Yeah, he wants more children. He wants as many children as he can possibly get. This is what I feel. Will you be happy in the marriage? I feel if you, yeah, you're going to US tomorrow. I feel like you're going to think about it and see how you feel. I feel like it's more like you want that family feeling around you, and the sense of the whole family. I think you're going to miss your son. Yeah. Yeah, and you want to monitor what they're doing with him as well to a certain point. Even though you're okay in America, you're already missing your son. Yeah, I kind of feel like you might be drawn back over there, especially if he's willing to give you a house and look after you. Yeah, will you be happy? I feel like if you can negotiate the terms that you want and be able to think about it clearly when you're not there, you'll come up with your whole idea about what you want, and it's like it's not really a business arrangement, it's like a counter offer. That's what I'm getting. You're going to make him make it a counter offer, and it's all going to be done like through the family and whatever. It's all going to be above board. Like a contract. Yep. So I think if you get what you want, Cicely, I feel like you are going to be happy. I feel like, okay, he's giving you the freedom to come and go as you please, but in the end, you may not want to do that. Yeah. You may not want to do that in the end. Hi, Mystique. How are you, my dear? Welcome. Thank you for the 5. Hi, Venusian. How are you, my dear? I'm going to start your candles after this full moon has gone down a bit because it's a little bit too much. Yeah. I've got your candle. I've got Mystique's candles. She's got 2. You've got 1. So I'm going to do the candles as soon as we can. As soon as I feel like there's good energy to actually do them. Okay. Hi everyone. Hi. Welcome if you just joined. Welcome. Welcome to the live. Okay, Mystique, let's have a look. Your exes are coming out of the woodwork. Oh dear. Your Virgo kid's father, Jade the Taurus, the Sage and the Gemini. Oh dear. I think it's summer. I think it's a summer thing. It's a summer thing. Yeah, I feel like it's a summer thing. And they're all coming out of the woodwork. Yeah, and they can see that you're glowing up. I feel like you're glowing up. Yeah, they can see that you're glowing up. So let's have a look. The Virgo. He might be still in love with you in some capacity. He might have felt like you were the biggest love of his life, or he's reminiscent about the past. I think he's also become kind of more spiritually religious in the sense that he's kind of thinking that he's been guided to help you or to want you again. Like a God-given sort of like indication. That's what I'm getting. Jade the Taurus. Okay. He likes that you're different. He likes that you're, you have different way about you. He likes that you're easygoing, even though you might not think that you're easygoing. I think out of all the women that he's been with, I think that you're probably the easiest going. So he kind of sees you as potentially not an easy target, so to speak, but he kind of doesn't want to let up on you. Yeah. The Sag. Let's have a look at the Sag. You come into his mind a lot. Yeah, you come into his mind a lot. And look, you were so mean to that other guy, the Taurus. Men like sometimes just like bitches. They're like women who are bitchy towards them, who put them in their place. Yep. Yeah, he can handle the truth. Yeah, the Sag feels like there was a destined meeting for you and him, or he's kind of feeling like you're coming back into his mind a lot. He might have also felt as well that you brought some luck into his life. I feel like you kind of added something into his life more than the other way around. And the Gemini. Let's have a look at this Gemini. He wants to be out and about, wining and dining. I feel like the full moon has brought it up for him, and I feel like he's wanting to have a romantic date, or wants to take you out again, or he wants to come back, you know, come back together in a dating sense. He wants romance. It could be a summer thing, like they're all feeling like summer energy. They're all coming out of the woodwork. Yeah. Which can happen. And also the moon in Capricorn can be like the past. Like things coming up from the past, in a sense. It's either closing something off or moving forward. July to July. And there will be Mercury retro that'll come up sort of mid-month. I think it's the 17th onwards. So they might come back even stronger then if you allow them to. But I feel it's about what you want, Mystic. Like, you know already who's who and what's what. You know what I mean? So you don't really have to worry too much about what their intentions are. It's more about what you want, what you think, and how you feel about them, and how they treated you from the beginning, and what they've made up for it since, you know, since then. Let's have a look at July to July. July to July. Let's have a look. July 2025 to July 2026. Okay. Okay. Dark male. Yeah, it's about what you know is that your truth. It doesn't matter what they think or feel or want or say or do. It's about what you want and how you want to do it. Yep. Okay, dark male, dark hair, dark eyes, potentially dark skin, darker than light of his cultural background, wanting to take you out. Is this a new guy or is it an old one? I feel it could be the Taurus. Twin flame energy, soulmate energy. There is some sort of love interest here, definitely. Twin flame soulmate energy over the summer, going into September. Is it somebody new? We'll have to ask, we'll have to clarify that. Gossip, hearing about someone through the grapevine. You might meet a neighbour or somebody living near you. Could be a new neighbour when you move into your new neighbourhood. Somebody mature. I feel like out of all of them, the Gemini might be the better one. I think he's given up his little ring around the rosy, you know, going around to different women in different states, you know, but it depends on what he's offering. He may or may not be offering anything new, because Geminis can get very flippy, you know, like Mr. Trump. You know, they change their mind quite easily, on and off. Is this dark male new or is he old? Is he somebody new? Any clarification on the dark male? Somebody might surprise you with a gift, something out of left field, a surprise gift. So whoever's sending you gifts, just tell them to send you like a cash app. Do a Michi and get them to send you like a cash app. Any of these guys, these 4 guys, just say, send me a cash app, or, you know, for your birthday. Yep. Yeah, somebody's going to be persistent, but you've got a mature man here. It could be a new guy or an old guy. True gem. Could be somebody new coming up towards the fall, September, October, November. Being very focused on what you want, your intentions. Could be a neighbour or somebody in a new neighbourhood. And Yeah, just if you've got 4 guys messaging you, ask 4 guys for money. Yep. And that'll put them in their place, what they do with you. Okay, taking back your power and control in a situation, January, February, opening up new doors, opportunities, spirituality and messages are really going to go expanding higher and go through the roof, basically, I feel in March. You're feeling like you're coming into your own power in March, April, mature woman, coming into your own power. And your children will be fine. You don't have to worry about them. They're going to be fine. And your children could be making strides and success and achievements, especially around May next year. Something big could happen with one or all of your children. Then you've got destiny lining up for you in July, something really good coming up. I don't know, you could go on the radio or something, or you could have a destined match that is meant for you who turns into a marriage or a serious relationship, engagement and marriage. So keep the ball rolling, Mystique. Keep the ball rolling. I feel like it's all good. So just keep the ball rolling. Thank you for that. Ask all of them. You ask the kid's father. No, ask all of them. All. And your mother and your father as well. Yeah. Ask all of them. Yeah, I got radio or something in the media. Yeah, so I feel like you're going to come into your own power in some sense and start something. Yeah, just keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself, yeah, and see what comes up. Hi, Venusian. How are you, my dear? Welcome, welcome. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do the candles when I've got a very strong pull. Did you hear from that guy Mark? Was it Mark? I have a feeling he might have put something in your drink. I don't know. I feel like he might have done something. And that rolled over onto the next drink. Yeah. Or a Valium or something not too strong. Yeah, but strong enough. Yeah, I don't know why he would do that, but I feel like you didn't hear from him. Yeah, he might have tried to do something. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if he's got your phone number. And why isn't this dry already? This cup. I've been drying it for ages. Here we go. There's not a lot of coffee in there, but there are quite a few images. There's quite a few images. Okay. So let's have a wee look and see if I can see anything in this cup. Okay, there's a birdie there. So there's news coming in. There's also a little head of a dog. So somebody loyal, faithful, honest, reliable, trying to come back into your life or giving you some news. You're getting some news from a loyal friend. There's also a teddy bear. Some of you might be investing in plush toys or doing something with teddy bears or dressing up teddy bears or doing some sort of markets or outfits for teddy bears. Could even be for pets. Have you seen all the pets now? I've got all these outfits and everything. Dogs and cats, they've got all sorts of things going on. Some of you might be inventing some sort of outfits or making some outfits for dogs or cats. Could be crochet or knitted sweaters or something like that. There's another cat here as well. I feel like it's kind of like a menagerie of animals and pets. There's also birds, lots of birds. Yeah, so there's lots of news and messages and ideas coming in. That's for sure. What else have we got here? I'm getting the message two heads are better than one. This is a collective read, by the way. We're going to have to timestamp it. I think I started at around 44 minutes. Two heads are better than one. This cup wouldn't dry and it's still slightly wet. We've got a little fish down here. So there is some money coming in. I feel like it'll come in a bit later. There's another fish popping out there. Jumping fish, jumping out of nowhere. Some money coming out of nowhere. Jumping fish. It's almost like we've got a little dolphin having more fun, feeling like you're in the right place, the right time. Some of you might be doing swimming lessons, having more fun, diving, going with the fish, going snorkeling. Looks like a huge eagle or a hawk, which I represent that with America, but it can also be your totem animal, your spirit guide animal, some sort of higher kind of mystical, intuitive animal in some way, a guide. Okay, I've got two fish swimming in different directions. Pisces symbol, something under the sign of Pisces. Okay, underneath this wet spot here, I've got a heart. There is a heart here. I've also got a huge round, like a blowfish there. So they're the poisonous ones, but it could be a tropical fish as well. There's a huge fish at the bottom of the cup. Looks very cute. It could be a cartoon. Some of you might be getting into cartoons or writing a story for a cartoon or something creative, a book, a child's book. Could be a child's book with all the teddy bears and everything that were there earlier, the plush toys. We've got a nice heart here. There's something that passionate and heartfelt that you are going to be putting your energy into. Could be writing. A lot of you are going to be writing, drawing, doing something artistic or craft-wise, arts and crafts. Okay, some of you are going to be investing. Some of you are going to be worried about the stocks going down, but if they go down, I feel like they're going to come back up again. I have been tracking stocks for Carnival cruises, and they've doubled in the last 6 months or something like that. American Carnival Cruises, which also owns Princess. Oh, got another little kitty here as well. Some of you are getting cats and dogs or pets, or getting involved with pets, or doing pet grooming, or making accessories for pets, or selling them online, doing an Etsy store, I don't know, or a cartoon, or some sort of stories, or getting a pet, training pets. You can train them to talk now. They talk to the level of a toddler with the buttons. Dogs and cats. I think cats are better though. I've got a cactus here. So that's symbolic of the desert. It reminds me of Arizona, Texas, New Mexico, or anywhere that might have cacti around, in and around. I've got like a Hello Kitty here as well. Some of you getting into dolls, Hello Kitties. You might see a Hello Kitty or something like that. Hello Kitty. Some of you might be collecting certain types of limited edition plush toys or Hello Kitties or something like that. Investing in something unusual. I've got like a winding road here. Looks like a road going up kind of like in Italy where you see those roads that go up through cypress trees, or a winding road up like a mountain range or something like that, or a ski resort, Colorado. Some of you might be planning a trip to go skiing. That'd be nice. There's another bird here too. parrots and birds. There's a lot of wildlife here, beautiful wildlife, tropical wildlife, and also a lot of tropical fish. So that could take you to Costa Rica, Mexico, somewhere tropical, Central America somewhere, Panama, Colombia. Is there anything else in the cup that we need to see or no? Can't see anything there. Ah, there's a little ducky. It's a very childlike sort of cup, this cup. It's lots of children's toys and children's elements. Can everyone see that ducky? Looks like a little ducky. So some of you might be having more children or doing something with your children or children's things. Coming up with an idea with kids, or there's a new phase or a fad that's taking off for children. Okay, with this, there's like two eyes and somebody sticking their tongue out. It's like they're being cheeky, they're being naughty. Somebody might be sort of trying to get your attention or making fun of you, or just being silly. It looks like a love interest or a past love interest. Could be somebody from the past trying to get your attention back again. All right. Okay. That's funny. Thank you for that. You'll help hide the body, Michi. Okay. He looked like he was on something. I assume he was a bit lit. Ah. You're glad you're doing better now. Yeah. Oh, God. You had a health scare, drug scare with your eldest a few months back, Michi, or Mystique. I think he might have laced your drink with something, the Mark guy. Okay. Yeah, the Sagittarian's usually quite generous, so that's nice. Yeah. I would say your yeah, I would say you can ask them now. It doesn't matter if it's coming up soon. Just say it's your birthday month. I think it was after the first drink. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was. Did you at any point go to the bathroom and leave your drink on the counter or on the table? I think it was this guy. I don't know. I feel like he might have sprinkled something in there. Sprinkle I'm getting. Yeah. I don't know if it was the bar person. I think it was Mark, to be honest. You've got your progressed moon in Scorpio. That's hilarious, Michi. I've got my progressed moon. It's gone into Libra, which is great because it was in Virgo for ages, and I had all of my planets progressed in Virgo. It was like I had like 4 or 5 planets in Virgo. It was just way too friggin' much. And I've got my progressed ascendant in Leo, which is good. But this progressed sun is still in Virgo. Yeah, but at least the moon's gone into Libra, which is better. Yeah, progress. You might become an astrologer, Michi, in some capacity. Yeah, that's something you might study. You can study it by yourself. I might have left it behind while I talk to the mystery guy. Ah. Oh, you liked when your moon was progressed, Libra. That's good. Yeah, you could easily study astrology. I've known a lot of astrologers study, self-study. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can get, either online courses or you can study yourself. Lots of books and stuff like that you can get. And just learn as you go. Yeah, I feel like something happened on the first 2 drinks, Venusian, because it kicked in after the 3rd drink. So I feel like it took a while for it to kick in. I remember a girl, a French girl who I knew. I don't know who. She was a friend of mine, I think. She went to Sydney, and I don't think I was there, but she was a friend of mine, and she didn't drink at all, and she went to some sort of bar or something, and she was drinking like a Diet Coke, and some guy put something in her drink and she started to feel it immediately. So I feel like whatever they did to you was very slow and small. It took a while for it to kick in. It was almost like Valium or something like that that could have wiped you out. Okay. Oh, you had the first 2 at a different bar and 1 at the second bar, so it wouldn't be Mark. He walked you to the second bar. Are you sure? Are you sure it wasn't him? I don't know. He said that he was CIA or something, so it probably wouldn't be him. But was it the bartender? There was definitely something in there. It could have, do you know what I think? It could have been for someone else, and it got accidentally put into your drink. I don't know if it was for you, to be honest. I don't think it was intentional, like directed. It could have been for someone else. It could have been the bartender. I don't know, but I feel like it was around the first two drinks, and it took a while for it to kick in. Yeah. There was definitely something in there, especially if you had a very bad headache the next day and you had to take migraine medication for it to go away. I mean, that's a big sign. Because you wouldn't get a hangover so much unless you're very sensitive to alcohol. You wouldn't. I could get a hangover from 3 drinks, but most people won't get a hangover for 3 drinks. I could easily get a hangover for 3 drinks. That's why I don't drink very much. I don't like hangovers. But most people won't get a hangover if they have 3 drinks. Most people are a lot tougher than that. Not to the 3, yeah. If you don't normally get hangovers for 3 drinks, then there was something else in there. For sure, Venusian, for sure. Yeah. I don't know if it was somewhere between Mark and the barman, the bartender, and he might have taken you to the second bar because, you know, just for the hell of it. You know what I mean? Do we have any last calls, anyone? Any last calls? Does anyone want a super chat? We'll say last call because often people will put something in and it'll just keep going. Okay. Maybe we'll do the hidden truth. Maybe we'll do the hidden truth. Let's do the hidden truth of Venusian about what happened in this drinking situation. Let's just see if something comes up. Well, you know, if you're talking to other people, you know, that's your business, you know. It's your prerogative. But, you know, men won't usually get, you know, men like competition, so they won't usually get like vindictive like that. Especially if he's mature, if he was mature. Okay, is there anything we need to know for Venusian about this guy, Mark? No, I feel like he's pretty straight. I feel like he's pretty straight. Yeah. He might not have felt like you liked him enough. That's the only thing. And if so, they usually give up then. Anything else we need to know for Venusian? Anything about the bartender or the drink? Maybe the bartender wanted you to stay. You need a security guard. You need a security guard when you go out. That's hilarious. It's not that funny, but it's funny, that card. Anything about the second guy and the second bar? Anything about the second guy and the second bar? Will you ever make things right? Yeah, things are still very up in the air about him. You'll do a last call, Mystique. Okay, go ahead. I'm going to do, I think Raquel ordered a super chat. Super chat. Let's take, I've just got to get a tea. Let's do a 2-minute tea break. 2-minute tea break. I'm going to put the sound off and I'll come back in a couple of minutes. I'm back, guys. I'm back. Okay. Okay. Heidi. Heidi. We've got Heidi, we've got Mystique. Good question. Do you see my son with a new girlfriend? Okay. He's single, I take it. Hi Heidi, how are you? Just say new girlfriend in the next few months. Yes. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces potentially, but yes, nice one. I'm great, thanks. I'm fine, thank you. Everything's going well. My hand's healing from my surgery. Got my roly. I lost it. I had to go and get it in the break. I like my roly. Okay. Any messages as far as finding a place? All right. Mystique. Any messages as far as finding a place? Any messages as far as finding a place? Welcome, Heidi. Welcome. Any messages as far as finding a place? Is there something near a train line where you are? Yeah, train lines. Getting train lines today. Keep your eye out for something. It looks like there's only certain things that you like, and there might be some that come up that you don't like, but there will be a choice and decision that you will find or make. Could be in four weeks, 1 month, or you might decide to stay where you are tomorrow, until you get, you feel financially able to move, which came up in a reading I think we did for you around October, wasn't it? Was it September, October, November? Something like that. Hidden truth. Let's do one hidden truth for Mystique. Finding a place. Let's have a look. Okay, you need to find a place where you feel like you belong and the people around you are on the same page, and it could be that you don't share the same values as your parents and that's why you want to get out of there. Yeah, there's some that are too raggedy. Yeah, you're not going to like all of them. Is your ex-husband going to help you? He's let you down before. You don't trust him anymore. He wants to make it right with you for some reason. I think he's had a spiritual epiphany, your ex-husband. He should have left you with a house for all those kids that you had with him. I feel like he wants more. more of you. Hi, Elle. The US government hasn't released federal title funding to the schools. I'm wondering if there will be changes in staffing. Yeah, don't worry about your ex-husband, Mystique. Just get him to send you money and that's it. No, don't trust him. No. Funding for schools. With Uranus in Gemini, there's going to be new ways of education. New ways of education coming up. New programs, new ways of education. There's going to be a lot of different programs and different options and choices people are going to do. I don't think he's gotten around to it yet. Full steam ahead. Yeah, I feel like things are going to move forward with the funding for schools. Yeah, I think it will. But I do feel like there's going to be other ways people are going to be educated. And people are not going to be paying thousands, hundreds of thousands for private, for higher education either over the next course of 7 years with the Uranus. Things are going to change. And there's even going to be AI educators and stuff like that, I think, coming up. Yeah, so there could be a different way that programming is coming up. It could be a different way of teaching or learning or programming that's coming up that hasn't been done yet, but it will be done at some point. Okay, I'm going to pick a card for Raquel. Raquel's doing a super chat pre-order to do with a new job. We will do any donation you want to send, Elle, you're most welcome. We'll do any question you want. We'll do a timestamp for Raquel, which is 74 minutes. Yeah, I feel like the education system will change. Everything's going to change. Things are going to diversify and change. You know, the world's becoming a strange place, unfortunately. You know, people are teaching their dogs to talk and their cats to talk, which is a very good thing. But, you know, things are going to get different and weirder. Weirder and different, you know. These dogs and cats are being treated like babies, you know, like toddlers forever. And they never grow up. They're going to be toddlers forever for like 10, 15 years. Okay, Raquel, anything to do with moving and work opportunities, moving for work. Yes, abundance, bounty. You could be a bit strung out by it. You might be feeling like there's going to be more than one offer coming in, I feel. But somebody's going to notice your talents, and you could even excel more in your TikTok platform, astrology business, acting, and that type of thing coming up. One thing will lead to another. You could be a bit blindfolded about the situation for the moment, but something is going to shift and come up. Yep. And you'll be off and running in a new direction. Feel like you'll be back on the mainland. You'll be back around a nice environment, somewhere beautiful, and also near the sea as well. Near the sea. People are putting their dog in their will and estates. Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of cuts going on, unfortunately, Elle. I know there is, yeah. Yeah, there is. Out of our control, unfortunately. So you just have to do what you can control, and if you need to do something else, you have to try to diversify what you feel is going to work. Okay. I get a bit obsessed with the dogs and the cats with the buttons, the talking buttons. Has anyone else seen those talking buttons with the dogs? They string a whole sentence together. They go, let's go out for a walk now. Like, let's go out now, let's play now, let's do this, let's do that. I've got tummy, they say I've got tummy troubles, my stomach hurts. They say this person is family. You know, they string whole sentences together. These doggies and kitties. Okay, any last calls, anybody? And they say, I love you, I love you. And then they go mad, mad. They're like toddler tantrums. They go mad, mad, mad. I'm mad. Mad about things. They get mad. Ah, yeah. There you go. There you go, Elle. Yep. Yeah, it's blowing up on social media, the buttons, the talking buttons with these dogs and cats. And they talk about the past and the future as well. Yep. Okay. Anyone else for a last call? Oh, Elle, you did it. Thank you for the 5, Elle. I just saw it. Thank you, thank you. We'll do a spread on it. What was the question about? The question was, will there be changes in staffing? Is that to do with your personal situation? Staffing changes for LB. I'm seeing music. Don't know if you do something with music or teaching music or something to do with music. There will be, funding will come in. It might come in at the 11th hour, at the last moment. It's about sitting and waiting. Something will come in. It could be state funding as opposed to federal funding, but some sort of funding will come in from somewhere. But they'll make do with what they've got. Yeah, I don't think any jobs will be cut or anything like for you. Yeah, I don't think. But it's always good to have a backup plan just in case. You get what your wishes are, whatever you're wishing for. You could go private. You might go private or something like that. Yeah, there's been a lot of federal cuts with healthcare and stuff like that. It's just crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how the education system works with the funding. Like, schools have to keep going, don't they? Okay, let's do a general message, the hidden truth. We'll do pick a card, 1, 2, or 3. Pick a question in your mind. time stamping at 81 minutes. Pick a card, Hidden Truth, 1, 2, or 3. Okay, 1, the answer to your question. Feel so drawn to you. So you're attracted to something, somebody is attracted to you. There's a mutual attraction or a feeling of attraction. But they've got some sort of trouble with emotional intimacy, most likely. And it can't be with you. They're drawn to you, but it can't be with you. So there's a push-pull situation with number 1. Number 2, missing you. Somebody's missing you, number 2. They've changed, or they see life differently through different lenses. And they still want a chance. Do they still have a chance? I don't know if they do. They find you very attractive, number 2. Number 3, they compare others to you. They dream about you, daydream about having a life with you. They're not financially stable. They don't know really what they want or what they can do to get what they want. Interesting. Interesting read. Interesting read. It's like women have given up dating. I think there's a lot of women that are just giving up dating. Yes, Mystic. Yes. Exactly, Mystic. Exactly. Yeah, a lot of women are just giving up. Giving up. They look at the prospects and they just, it's like, you know, especially if they're spiking drinks. Exactly. They look at the prospects and they just think, well, is it really worth it, you know? Worth the energy. Most welcome, Michi. Most welcome. Any last calls, anybody? Put your hand up if you want a last call. Yeah, spiking drinks. I think you had a drink spiked. Can someone tell me about the federal spending, or what the deal is with the education system? Yeah, I don't really know what it does in America, what they're doing in America. Like what impacts it has. Okay. Thank you so much, Elle. Yeah, it's healing well, thank you. That's funny, Michi. Hopefully the money tree in the bag will work for you, Michi, as well. Mystique, sorry. I'll activate it to really bring it in. Oh dear, yeah, Venusian. They want free guidance, yeah. They're adding interest again to income-driven payments for people who can't afford to pay it. Oh. Yeah, you could do coaching sessions with these TikTok people. I think you'd be great at that, Venusian. Do you think you'll go to South America? I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm not sure. I had a dream last night that I was actually looking for accommodation or traveling around Argentina. But I know people in Brazil, so if I go anywhere, it's probably going to be Brazil. They're getting rid of grants to which will hurt people from going to college. Oh, okay. You can do a one of those link trees, Venusian. You can do a link tree. Especially if he comes through TikTok, you can just do a link tree on TikTok. Yeah. Yes, I did get that message. Thanks, Mystique. Yeah. Russia is always, you know, I wouldn't go to Russia now, but maybe at some point. It's safe there, and it's also very affordable, and you can live there. There are visas there now, so it is possible to live there, but I don't know if I would really bother. I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm just trying to get my languages in order. You can just, they see you on Pop the Balloon. Well, just direct them to your TikTok. Yeah. Direct them to that. You don't need to do a business class to figure the website thing. No, you don't need to do that. You can just hire somebody affordable and cheap, like in Romania or something like that, to do the guy that does my website is in Romania. Yeah, I've worked with him for a long time. He's an IT guy, and they don't charge very much. You need them to go to your website. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are not even bothering with websites anymore. They're just doing the link trees and stuff. But you know what you know what the best thing is for you. It is possible to do your own website, but the paywall thing can be done for free, I think, through WordPress. WordPress is a little complicated unless you really know how to use it. There's free websites, but they charge you, like there's easy websites to do, but they charge you a monthly, whereas WordPress doesn't. That's the free one, but it's harder to do the programming. You know, not always can you know, not all websites are going to work. Yeah, but Wix and all of those, you have to pay monthly. Yeah, a lot of people don't know how to use WordPress is complicated. If you want my guy in Romania, he could put a paywall on there for you for really low price. Yeah. like, I don't know, $20, 20, 50, something like that. He wouldn't charge very much. Just ask him how much it would cost. I can give you his contact if you want it. Yeah, you don't have to do it yourself. I wouldn't bother learning about WordPress. It's really complicated. It's really for geeks and people who are that way inclined. It's not for, you know, sometimes you just need to delegate certain tasks out for good, you know, for good prices. That's good, Mystique. You've got your link tree there. But Venusian wants something from when she goes pop the balloon. People to go directly to a website from there. Okay, guys. Well, lots of love and blessings, everybody. Hope you have a really good day. Night. Yeah, you have to give them the the consultation. Yep. Okay. There's Google Docs. Yeah, but if you want your website to go off, then maybe get it sorted out. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it open. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I hope everyone has a gorgeous rest of your day. I'll be back on the weekend. Probably, we'll see how we go. Maybe Saturday night. We'll see how we go. Saturday night US time. All the best, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Night. Take care. Ciao for now.